After trying to conceive for 2 years, both naturally and with help in the form of ovulation injections and Clomid, we decided to move on to the most aggressive fertility treatment, IVF.
I'm scared.
I began the process of blood testing, ultrasounds, and injections.
I feel like I'm a scientist when I'm putting it together.
In order to grow multiple eggs that would be extracted and frozen. And here I was, just before my egg retrieval surgery, on my last few injections, only to discover the missing one pen. I turned off the camera because I was starting to panic and we really didn't have much time, so we were frantically looking all over the house, and we luckily ended up finding it in the garbage disposal, like in the dumpster where everyone puts their garbage, and it had been there since the night before, so we were so lucky. Someone is watching over us.
She threw it away.
I don't know why, but my mind isn't working as clearly as usual.
So only trigger shot left.
So weird that I did that.
So you put it in the box and then you close the box and you think the box is empty and you throw the box away.
I was too rushed last night to start the live and I made a careless mistake.
And so with that final injection, all of my injections were complete. Standing ovation.
All done.
And I was ready for my egg retrieval surgery the next day. I am extremely uncomfortable right now. Suddenly, it hit me last night. It was like 3:30 a.m. And I just felt so much pressure and a little bit of pain that I thought I had to go to the washroom, so I went, but nothing came out. And suddenly I felt like it was almost like my blood pressure drops. Like I started getting really shaky and like I was gonna pass out. I went back to bed to lay down and I realized my pants and my underwear were crazy tight. Like my stomach expanded through the night somehow really fast. So then I like took them off and I put a pillow between my legs because it relieved some of the pressure, but I couldn't sleep. It was like, it felt like I was going into labor. I think I have like 21 eggs or 20 or 21 eggs, and everything is just stretched and expanded, and there's so much pressure on my other organs, and I feel like it's touching nerves and stuff. And you can feel it in your back, you can feel it in your front. So I'm waiting for surgery now. We're in the room and I can't wait because I just want this feeling to go away.
How do you feel now?
I just woke up. I feel really groggy, but I don't feel that much pain. I think going into the medical room is quite comfortable as a whole woman, but right away you're told to put your legs up into this like harness, so you're like wide open in front of millions of women, so you feel a bit
Embarrassed?
not embarrassed because I see it every day, but you just feel exposed and a bit worried. But then they start asking you questions and they make you feel really comfortable and everything happens really fast. And all I remember was just going to sleep, so I didn't feel anything through the whole procedure. Now I feel a bit of just like dull pain, but the most I feel is just really groggy and like emotional, like I want to cry. No. I'm slowly coming back to life. I'm just waiting for me to eat and drink something and go to the washroom, and then I can leave. But Tom said we got how many eggs? How many eggs were successfully retrieved?
Like 20 something.
20 something. Did you do your part?
Yep.
How was your experience? What happened?
What happened? It's just like a room, small room, and then I can hear people outside doing things and it's strange. It's not so private feeling.
Thank you for your
Contribution.
yes, that's the word.
I ended up getting 29 eggs, which is a lot more than we thought I had. And post-surgery, I was just told to rest at home and eat a very high protein and electrolyte diet. Specifically, they told me to eat at least 5 egg whites a day. I don't know why it was egg whites, but maybe that was just easiest to count and measure. So I literally felt like I was replenishing my egg supply by eating so many eggs. This type of diet was to help prevent ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, which can happen after this type of egg retrieval surgery. I was told to rest for a month and then we could do the implantation on day 2 of my period. And in the meantime, the nurse would message me and keep me updated on my embryos. From the 29 eggs they extracted, 15 were fertilized by ICSI and 14 were fertilized by natural IVF. From this, 9 out of 15 were successful at fertilization with ICSI and only 2 out of 14 were successful with natural IVF. They continued to let the eggs develop until about day 5 or 6, and at this point, only 8 out of 29 had survived and were able to be frozen.
All the embryo?
Yeah, that's what they look like.
So which
Photos of our kids.
Which one are they putting in?
The top one, natural IVF.
This one?
V1. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it seems it looks the best.
You can tell what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like more evenly distributed, the cells.
So if that one doesn't work, they will move down the list. So the next one that's also AA is by ICSI. So we're gonna try the natural IVF one first and then the ICSI. I'm just on my way to my appointment at the fertility clinic. I also got to pay for my frozen embryos because to store them here for 1 year is about 1,300 US. But I've been getting a lot of questions. A lot of you watching are around my age and you're considering freezing your eggs just for the security of having it in the future. And this is just something I didn't really think of, a cost that I didn't really think of that I just want you to be aware of, because you just think about the injections and the egg retrieval. But yeah, you gotta pay every year to keep them frozen, and they can stay up till 10 years here. Alright guys, something's up. I feel weird, I have a bit of spotting, but at the same time, I feel like it's quite impossible. 2 days later and I still don't have my period. I refuse to believe that nothing's going on because I think there is, and I'm gonna take another test. It's no. So I was supposed to come back for the implantation on my second day of my period, but I've been having like very light spotting for like 4 or 5 days now, and my period still didn't come, and so it's really late and I don't know what to do now. Yeah, like a part of me feels like maybe it's a bit too late, and then I'm worried that if something does go wrong, then I'll regret like trying to push forward without everything being in the perfect condition, you know? So basically the nurse said that sometimes this happens to some women because of the surgery. Their periods just aren't the same, their body isn't the same, and they don't have a full-on period, they just have spotting. So I guess that's what I'm experiencing right now. And because I've been spotting for 4 or 5 days and I didn't really know what was going on, I actually should have went in a lot earlier on day 2, and if my body was good I could have done the scan and I could have moved forward, and she said I could still do the scan and move forward today if everything is good. There's no reason why I can't, but I feel like, she says up to me, I feel like I want to wait until my body is like normal again. I just feel like if I rush it now, if something were to go wrong, I would regret it. if something were to happen to the baby, I would regret it. So I just want everything to be in normal condition and start on day 2 like I'm supposed to and just do everything correctly. So I think I'm gonna have to wait 1 more month. I began the process of blood tests again starting on day 2 of my period. I had to do these practically every day. Just finished up with my morning blood test. I had to come to the hospital today because the clinic's not open since it's a Sunday. They have nice band-aids here. There's like a little cushiony part where the injection was. Quality bandages. I think I wasn't prepared for how much time this would take up. It literally becomes like a full-time job with the blood tests and the ultrasounds and the medication. You're constantly going in and out of the clinic, and a lot of it is out of your control because a lot of it depends on how your body reacts and when your cycles are ready. So you have to be ready to just cancel your day and completely change things all the time. And with that, I am super grateful that I have a job that is really flexible. I know for a lot of people that is not the case. So I'm extremely lucky to not only have the finances available to do IVF, but also have the flexibility in my job and the time available to me. I have to rush back to the clinic now because my blood results came back and I need to start taking some medication for my hormones. So I'm gonna pop back in there for another appointment and grab my medicine and begin taking it tonight. Okay, sounds good. I'm ready, babe! The baby will be implanted on Sunday. Then 5 more. 1. I have an announcement. Oh, yes? It's maybe my last class for a while. I'm doing the implantation. Some good energy. It is implantation day eve right now, and I'm very excited. I'm trying not to get too excited because there's still a chance it won't work, so I don't want to get too up and then crash down. I'm trying to just, whatever happens, let it happen. I'm so excited though. It feels like, babe, it feels like Santa Claus is coming. Not many people know when they're gonna get pregnant. Like, I know that at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, I'm gonna get pregnant. It might not stay in me, so the pregnancy might not last, but there's gonna be an egg, an embryo inside me. It feels like Santa Claus is coming, and I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight. I have to put in my last pill, so let me show you my little suppositories. So I'm now on progesterone. Progesterone is what will keep the baby inside of my uterus, and since the embryos were taken out over 2 months ago now, I think, when it's implanted, my body won't naturally make the amount of progesterone to keep it in because the pregnancy didn't happen naturally. That's what makes sense in my head. So there's a few ways you can get your progesterone, depending on how much you need. You can go the suppository way, the oral pill way, or the injection way. The injections are intermuscular, so you have to push the needles quite long and you have to push it quite deep, and it's quite painful from what I heard. The doctor gave me 2 options. So I could go the medical way using injections, and that way is good because they can give me the exact amount of hormones I need, and everything can be very organized and very timed out, and they know exactly when I will ovulate, exactly when they implant. The downside of that is I would need to do the injections even once I do get pregnant, so they will be long term. What? I need to talk with my hands. Or I could go the natural way, which it would just be let my body naturally ovulate and then go according to my natural cycle, which is the way I chose. I just feel like it's a little bit easier on my body, and I'm gonna try that for now. If it doesn't work out, then I will do the medicated one next time. But she thinks that I will be okay. So with her confidence, I also feel like it will be okay. But I do still have to take medication. So I'm doing these suppository pills
this was what she suggested I take. And then once the implantation occurs, I will continue to do blood tests. So if I do need more progesterone, then I would add on a pill or an injection if necessary. But these are the suppositories. So basically, I have to put 2 of these inside of me every morning and every night, and they melt away. They're not that scary. They're about half the size of my fingernail on my index finger, and they're very smooth. Overall, even the injections I didn't find too bad. They were better than I thought, like I mentioned before. And then with this, what am I doing? I gotta do this now. And with that, I will also have to continue doing once and if I get pregnant to just make sure everything stays in.
Do you want to have sisters or brothers? I'm gonna have to rest more. So we get to have so many cuddles and so much food and treats. Okay, I'm gonna go do my suppository, take a shower, and try to sleep.
Joyce!
Joyce, thank you. So sweet.
Oh, she's gonna make me cry. Oh. Implantation baby.
Yeah.
We are heading to the clinic now. We need to check in at 9, and then the implantation will take place at 9:30. It's not a surgery, so I don't need to be sedated or do anything special, and you get to watch it going in. That's pretty cool. So you are gonna see that too.
Good luck, baby.
It's implantation day.
She said that I should lay down for like an hour and then stay at home today, but I don't need to lay down, like I can stand and move. And then after that it should be fine because she said the implantation is 24 hours. It should be take place.
In. I'm trying to feel if something's happening. I can't feel anything.
You cannot feel anything?
No, not really. It was a bit uncomfortable when she was cleaning the inside first. That felt uncomfortable. But other than that, you don't really feel it.
Please cooperate in time. Tightly, please.
Sign. We're on our way to our appointment and we're stuck behind this truck. I think it's gonna work.
It is 2 days after my implantation, and I'm just going to do a blood test to check that all my hormones are going well. If not, they have to change up my medication, and then I need to get another injection of HCG, which helps to keep the baby in, and I have to pick up some more medication.
How do you feel now?
I thought I felt pregnant all the time before when it was just my period, and this time I don't feel much. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not.